We are back. First. That is the first. Real. Bruh. +1 streak. Okay, where were we? We're talking about how, Rosaria, how you can tell the difference. If you didn't know, Rosaria does 300,000 damage. Chiori does 400,000 damage. I'll specify a little bit for the off-field DPS characters. Xiangling does 2 to 600k off-field damage. Albedo does 2 to 300k. Actually, 1.5 to 300. Fischl does about 400 in an aggravate team every 12 seconds. Rosaria is more like 100 to 300 if you're going for all team range. Yeah. I can also fill in damage. Kudasara, it's 90. Chevreuse, it's also 90. Farazad, it's also 90. It's awesome. I see a trend here. I see a trend. Bruh. Furina's like 2 to 4. Depending on team. Yelan is the same range. Yaimiko is like 300 per 12 seconds. In an aggravate team. And doesn't buff your on-fielder. Toma is also like 90,000 damage. He'll generally do 50,000 because you're going to build him full HP. But yeah, you get the idea. I was talking about how Shinin is a bad character, right? No, we were talking about Rosaria. Diona is a healer and a shielder. I remember calcing Diona when she released. Or... No, who did I calc on release? I don't... No, it wasn't Diona. It wasn't Yanfei. It was Sayu. It was Sayu. I calc Sayu in pre-release. I'm like, wow. This is bad. I'm like, wow, this must have been what it was like when they calced Diona. That's right. That's what it was. Diona does 20,000 damage, by the way. Per rotation. If you didn't know. Is Sayu 90k? No, Sayu's like 30k. As a support. As an on-field DPS, you can get a little bit more out of Sayu. Is it true that releases only was worse than Diona, who released in the same patch? It's a little bit of misinformation to say that Diona had a stronger shield. Diona had a stronger shield in the context of floor 12, because floor 12 at the time primarily did cryo damage to you. So whenever people were talking about shield strength, they were factoring the extra 250 for the shield being cryo against cryo damage. So at the time, Zhongli did have a stronger shield than Diona. Technically. Technically. But not by much. Certainly not by much. And Diona had an element. Zhongli didn't. At the time, Diona's element was also inconsequential because Ganyu hadn't released yet. But no one was playing cohesive teams anyway. No one noticed. No one noticed that Diana's element was completely useless at the time. Ganyu literally hadn't released. There was not a cryo DPS in the game. Rosaria hadn't released either. But yeah. Diona had the advantage of generating more energy. Yeah. Healing on top of shielding. Yeah, which in theory isn't useful if your shield just doesn't break. But, eh. Shields suck. Diona, Bennett, Chongyun in 1.1. Nice. Her EM buff sees use now if your name is Gaming. That boy. Oh yeah, Charlotte just heals. And does piss damage. Charlotte's another 20k damage per rotation, Giga Chad. I think the high ball is 50. I think the Giga Chad. So they do still release characters that aren't very good supports. Charlotte's strength is literally just that she's a healer. She can also somewhat use tenacity and somewhat use TTDS. Yeah. Charlotte doesn't have any... Those are the closest things Charlotte has to intrinsic buffs. Furina Slave. Furina Slave. Charlotte's cute. Charlotte's very cute. Isn't Charlotte a Team White healer? She is a Team White healer. Before June. Yeah, I know. I'm aware, Piboga. I said barely. I said... I did say barely. Charlotte's a 4-star Furina Slave. Doesn't Ayaka's best team use Charlotte? It does now, yeah. That's entirely because of Furina. That's... Technically. Sucrose gives 200 EM and is an Animo character. I can also hold TTDS. Skipping Mona, we'll get back to her. Mona gives 60 damage bonus, 15% vaporized damage bonus, 15% crit rate, and can hold TTDS. And does no damage. Chi-Chi does nothing but heal. Venti sometimes gives you 15 energy on an element. Keyword sometimes. He does like 80 to 100,000 damage. He can do close to 200,000 damage in a Farazan team. Or I think he just does 200,000 in a Farazan team. We're talking about support utility. Venti also gives an extra 20% Red Shred at C6. C6 Venti Havers, it technically is very important for some C6 people. Some C6 characters and some C6 speedruns are a little dependent on it because it's off-field shred. It helps literally one-shot things when they enter his vortex, because otherwise he's not very useful. And you're kind of better off using other characters. Albedo also buffs your plunge damage at C6, or at C4. Don't forget, Albedo gives 17 damage percent at C6 while you have a crystallized shield. Albedo Navia synergy?
Right.
That's 17 damage percent more than Shiori. 17. Kind of scummy of them putting the synergy on C6. C2 Kazuha versus C6 Sucrose, which is a better buffer overall and in one shot. What fucking character are you playing? You hate weird numbers in this game, make it 20. I think it's 17 because it's meant to be half of Petra. C4 Xiao. At least Xiao's C4 has like gameplay impact. You can meme about it being defensive. At least it has an impact that you can notice. There are some constellations that just genuinely do nothing that you will never notice. There are moments when you play Xiao where he's about to die and he won't be dead. And like, wow, C4 saved you. You're not going to have that moment for Ayaka's C1. Ayaka's C1 is a historically bad constellation. What is Ayaka's C1? Whenever she does a charged attack, it drops her E skill cooldown by 0.9 seconds. Do you know her charge attack takes like over a second to do? It takes like 2 seconds to do a charge attack on Ayaka. And her E skill cooldown is 10 seconds anyway. Oh, sorry. When Ayaka's normal or charge attacks deal cryo damage to opponents, it has a 50% chance of decreasing the cooldown of her elemental skill by 0.3 seconds. Sorry. My bad. This effect can occur every 0.1 second. Yeah, Ayaka's C1 is genuinely a bad constellation. It is genuinely a constellation that does nothing. This meme on Zhao C4 all you want, it's better than something that does nothing. No, that's worse than Alhaitham C1. Alhaitham C1 does something if you have skill issue. Ayaka's just always does nothing. It's the worst C6 in the game. As in, like, numerically. The character with the worst C6 is Klee. It's 10 damage percent. Numerically, it's Klee, I think. As far as limited characters go. If you didn't know, Klee's C6 is 10 damage percent. You know, I guess that's... Is that more than any other limited character? Albedo's is 17. Oh, Zhongli... Oh, it's Zhongli. Oh, it's Zhongli. Oh, never mind, it's Zhongli. Never mind, it's Zhongli. Zhongli C6 does nothing. Actually does nothing. His C6 makes him a healer. It makes him a bad healer. Makes him a very bad healer. If you actually look at the healing you get from Zhongli's C6. Tartaglia gets a reset. Again, the reset is noticeable in your gameplay. I think it's Zhongli. Yeah, I think it has to be Zhongli. Zhongli is the worst C6 of a limited character. C6 Chi-Chi, I wasn't even talking about those characters. I wasn't even talking about standard manners. In that case, it's Mona. In that, Mona has a C6 you'll never use. If you have it. Mona's C6 is when she runs around underground, she gets a powerful charged attack every 8 seconds. Yeah, upon entering Illusory Turret, which is her special dash, Mona gains a 60% increase to the damage of her next charge attack per second of movement. A maximum damage bonus of 180% can be achieved in this way. The effect lasts for no longer than 8 seconds. You use that all the time? Yeah, no. No one does. No one uses it. Overworld Constellation? Yeah. 1.0 character. Jean actually has a pretty good C6 of the standard banner characters if you play her. It's damage reduction. It's pretty cool. What about C4 Xiao? What about it? It at least has a gameplay impact. It's not a constellation that does nothing. Xiao C4 can save your ass sometimes. Overhated. Genuinely overhated constellation. It's not good, but it at least does something. Yes, Jean C6, Beidou Xingqiu, literally invincible. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that. I don't know if you've seen it, but this meme has been going around again for 100% damage reduction. CLorinde C6 gives damage reduction. So if you play CLorinde with Xingqiu or Beidou at C6 CLorinde, you have 100% damage reduction because she starts with 80 at C6. So if you're CLorinde to C6, she can literally not take damage. So that's cool. Unkillable? Yes, unkillable. You guys haven't seen this go around? Hold up. Does Esper have a video for this? I don't know if he does. Yeah, here you go. Shit, 100% damage reduction. It's 100%. She literally can't take damage. She literally can't. Her C6 makes it so she literally won't take damage. You play with Xingqiu or Beidou. If you play her. Yeah, she dodges white mechanics with that. Only Xingqiu can do this. She can still take damage from non-amplifying reaction. Yeah, she can still take overload damage. It's funny though. Hey, look, anti-skill issue constellation. Hey, what? Hello, Mal. She can still burn. Yeah, she can still burn. C6 CLorinde looks inside Xingqiu again. Can she? Yes, she can survive the Scar and ride in one shot with 100% damage reduction. Yes. It's the worst 4-star constellation. The actual worst 4-star constellation? It's probably someone in the 1.0 roster. It's got to be someone in the 1.0 roster. Can I say all of Chongyun's entire constellation board? Can I say Chongyun's entire constellation board? No, he has a good C2. He has a good C2. It's gotta be Goro, right? You could say it's Goro. You could say it's Goro C1. Goro C1 has cooldown reduction. That doesn't matter. You could definitely say it's Goro C1. Barbara C1. Barbara C1 is the energy one. I know that one. It was funny because we checked this when Furina was in beta. You can use it outside Abyss if you AFK for a minute before you start your Abyss chamber. Barbara can have a full burst. Barbara can have a full burst. If you AFK for like 3 minutes, Barbara can have a full burst every Abyss chamber. Official C1? Yeah, official C1 kind of is bad. Yeah, absolutely. Lisa C1? Lisa C1, yeah. Amber C1? Amber C1, yeah. C4 Kaya, useless shield. Yeah. Basically all the Farzan cons. Do you miss any Emilie discussion? No, but we're talking about criteria for what makes a character a good support. We're incredibly sidetracked from that conversation. But that's what we're talking about. Kava. Yeah, Kava has bad constellations. Thank you for Viadan in the chat, if they're not in the chat. And thank you again for those 5 gift subs. C0 versus C6 official. DP damage per rotation. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. If you didn't know, well, the C6 itself may not be a lot of official's damage. It makes everything else official does do more damage from the uptimed extension. So it is a minimum 20-30% constellation. And then you also have to count the impact in team DPS from that reduction across her uptime, because a lot of teams are dependent on her Electro app. It can be pretty severe. Official has a very important C6. Official? Yeah, we're talking about official. Hydrate? Okay. It's like 1.5, yeah. It should be like 1.5. Hello, you're thinking about getting Nahida C2. Is it worth over Furina's C2? You're a 1.0 player, you have a lot of DPS built. If you play a lot of Dendro teams, Nahida C2 is very good. If you play a lot of not Dendro teams, honestly, Furina C2 is also very good. Don't be afraid to just get Furina C1, though. You don't have to pull C2. It's not required. You don't really need constellations on either character, actually. Hot take, Furina C2 fanfare speed. No, that's okay. It's very not necessary. No, that's okay. And if you didn't know, Furina's C1 is 150 fanfare up front. A lot of the C2 fanfare is actually just C1 in disguise. What a lot of people think is the effect of her C2 is somewhat due to her C1. Which is bruh. Whatever. Do I have any artifacts to roll? No, we did. We already rolled our artifacts. We didn't get anything today. We didn't get anything. Like, absolute garbage. Yeah. Shivers on Furina banner, you'll risk a 50-50. I gotta pull Sijuan anyway. I gotta pull Sijuan anyway. Ido for vape be a thing with Emilie? It absolutely could be. Sigalooz. Actually, you guys want to try that? It's a good suggestion. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek under the hood. We're gonna play a burning team. I can absolutely use Mare. I can absolutely. Yeah, I can absolutely use Mare Hunter for this. Lo-fi? Maybe. Ayato, huh? Yes, Ayato. Do I think Emilie plus Pyro, Xiaoling Pyro is enough for Neuvillette plus Furina? No. I do not. If you want me to be honest, no, I do not. I expect Neuvillette solo Hydro to be barely functional. Especially in AoE. Because her AoE just isn't going to keep up with him. Even Dia works fine with Neuvillette. Yeah. What about her? If you don't know how burning works, when Dendro is applied to burning, it creates more burning, so it re-ups the burning. And when Pyro is applied to Dendro, it creates burning. The problem is if you ever have a Hydro Aura, you can't establish a Dendro Aura easily, especially with Emilie, whose Dendro app depends on there being a burning aura. So I expect it to be a little temperamental. I think it's a reasonable thing to say it should be temperamental. Can Zhongli Burst remove burning? It should. It's for UGO. Does Emilie actually save Idle Vape? That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're trying to do. We're gonna vape Ido. Let's go, baby! It's vape Ido time. Should I try to... You know what? We'll try to do this on Copalia, too. I'll bring a team to get through both sides. Yeah, we'll try to do Copalia, too. Floor 12, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm sure about this. Wait, what? I know. I know. Emily at home, take 2. Emily at home, take 3. Ido has 1 layer of interruption resistance, yes. Kill him, Ido. Based. Is this Ido C0? Yes. I expect that to go a little better. I expected that to go a little better. I'm not gonna lie. Holy AoE. It's fine. Wait, it's fine. You think Emily at home take 1 cleared faster? I think so too. Look, we got a little bit of spill issue, it's fine. A little bit of spill issue is natural. That's fine. Okay, I couldn't see that. Okay, I couldn't see the dodge timing for that. I couldn't. Let him run. He's afraid of him. He's afraid of Ido. Way to get staggered when I wanted to dodge. Okay. I thought I timed that out correctly. Or he could get staggered. I believe in Bloom Core. Isn't Nahida gonna be better than Emilie? No. 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 Definitively no. If I keep applying Dendro, this will kill. Does Emilie go down to level 1? No. But I think it will stay as level 2 for the 22nd duration. Oh, thank you, Merman. Here. More damage reduction shenanigans. She's just standing there, menacingly. She's just... The shield won't break if she's not taking damage. She has 100% damage reduction with set up. But yeah, the thing about burning is if you keep applying Dendro, the burning technically won't extinguish. It's an interesting interaction. So if Emilie applies enough Dendro, no matter how much Hydro you apply, it can be very difficult to get rid of the burning. No, it'll be difficult, it won't be impossible. Just keep adding wood to the fire. We didn't start the fire. Yeah. He isn't really vaping. Yeah, he really isn't vaping. He's just kind of blooming. Yeah. Sterling Virgin? Yeah, it really is just Sterling Virgin. Burst plus normal attack is too much Hydro, I guess. I guess. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Oh well. Oh well. Playing on Shimano's. We're playing him on Mare. Playing him on the better Universal set in a burning team. Don't forget, Emilie can enable the burn set. Or can enable Merciful Hunter on all your characters. Don't forget. Self-immolation has its perks. There are numbers on the screen. There are numbers on the screen. Good or bad numbers on the screen? I don't know, there are numbers on the screen. Alright, most teams running Emilie team on fielders running Merwood already with Furina. Yeah. Which is already better. Well, shush. Shush. She applies Dendro once every 3 seconds. No, yeah. Well, technically her A1 applies Dendro on a separate rate timer, but yeah, basically. Do I have any idea how Pyro Archon should be? Attack percent buffer. I think she should be an attack percent buffer. Who also applies Pyro. Specifically so she doesn't interact well with vape teams, but she interacts well with unreacted damage. And Shimper's stuff. That's what I would do. And make sure she's not a healer. So you can't play her with Furina either. Or can't easily play her with Furina either. We're thinking about Pyro on field DPS? No, that's okay. No, we have plenty of those. Or she buffs crit damage. Well, that'd be useless. That would be... I'm doing everything except CLorinde, final opinion. Okay, let's talk about CLorinde. So anyway, she's kind of mid. No. She's kinda... we can talk about CLorinde. I have C2, by the way. How does CLorinde feel? She's really fragile. She also has a bit of a like adoption period. You are more likely to notice CLorinde being better than characters like Raiden when you're taking advantage of her shorter cooldown. CLorinde has a lot of team options as an on-field Electro DPS. Most of her teams revolve around having 2 Electro characters, whether that be her and Fischl, or her and Fischl, or her and Fischl, or her and Fischl. You can also use Beto. You can also use Shinobu sometimes. But yeah, it's generally her and Fischl. You can also use Sara on some occasions as well. You think Keqing teams feel safer? I don't know about that. I don't know about that either. I guess it depends how comfortable you are playing the characters. You mean it's Fischl and CLorinde supporting her? Also, she has very nice lips. Completely unrelated. CLorinde has very nice lips. I just wanted to point that out. true. You can't see her lips? You verify? Staring contest? Look at her lips. You like her and Sarah? The most noticeable difference between using Fischl and Sarah is the availability for her burst. CLorinde's burst is not optional. CLorinde's burst is something you have to use. Whether you use it before or after her E skill doesn't matter, you just have to use it. You just genuinely have to use it. CLorinde is also a character with a lot of set options. Did they add this yet? No. Lisa birthday. Bruh. Sarah's better if you're a whale, or Fischl is always better. It's not even a competition. Basically. Is Echo still a thing? It's as good as Glad. Echo's got nerfed in Beto, and they changed how her damage is distributed. They increased all her talent values, which made Echo's bad. Which made Echo's... She doesn't need ER. It's true that she doesn't need ER, but she does need to burst. Her burst is effectively free with Fischl. You don't have to build any ER. She just has her burst available, but you have to use it. The important thing is you have to use it. That's the big note here. Her burst has to be used, just for how her uptime is distributed and her rotations look. Most characters with a burst like this, so like Riesli or Hu Tao or Wanderer, their bursts are optional. CLorinde's really isn't. CLorinde is also the only one of the bunch with a free burst because she's also always playing with Fischl, so it doesn't really matter. You could say it doesn't really matter, and you could be correct. But yeah, you have to use her burst. You think Sarah's better than Fischl? Nice. I've been playing Sarah for overload teams. I really like Sarah for overload teams. I did not enjoy Sarah as much for aggravate teams or hyperbloom. That's where I felt I really enjoyed Fischl's performance. You think Sarah's comparable in ag? I don't really know about that. I don't really know about that. You play Sarah, Shivers, Toma. Nice. Maybe C1, R1 take, though. I thought you pulled C2. You did pull C2? You did pull C2. Yes, based. People go C6er. People go C6er. Does Sarah have to be C6 for it to be worth building? Yes. Yeah! He said he would? Huh? Why are you guys bullying people to get into C6ing a character? What the heck? Yes, CLorinde does have issues on 150 ping. If you... You would C6 her if it didn't take 380 pulls. He literally said he would do it. Alright then. People always bullies us. CLorinde's a D&D nerd. She's a must pull. Imagine playing CLorinde on yellow and pink ping and 30 FPS. Yes, CLorinde also does less damage on 30 FPS. If your frame rate is inconsistent, your CLorinde will literally do less damage. She will execute less normal attacks on 30 FPS. That is how CLorinde works. If you play on iPad Pro with 120 FPS, your CLorinde will actually do bonus damage. Your CLorinde will actually do... she also does less damage on 150 plus ping, because her N3E becomes so inconsistent, you might as well do N4E, because otherwise it might not register that her Bond of Life is maxed for the passive. Also worth considering. iPad Pro is better than C6 CLorinde. Wait, no shot. You play on iPad Pro? Do you play on 120 FPS? If you play on 120 FPS, your CLorinde can do bonus damage. Your CLorinde can do bonus. Your CLorinde can do bonus damage on 120 FPS. Now, while I say that, it is against terms of service, and I cannot condone trying to use an FPS unlocker on desktop. I can't condone it, I can't recommend it, because it is against terms of service, and you really shouldn't risk that. But it is an option. Don't do it. Don't use an FPS unlocker. Be safe. If you don't play on 120 FPS, you're scared your iPad will explode. Is CLorinde technically the best Electro on field DPS? At C0, absolutely. At C2, that's where things get subjective. At C6, absolutely. At C4, it's probably in favor of CLorinde. I also maybe don't have as high of an opinion on a lot of the Electro on-field DPSs as some people. So that ultimately isn't a super high bar for me. You don't know, you think Raiden's better? For reference, I have literally never played Raiden at C0 on my own account, so I'm more willing to take people's word for it. If people think Raiden is better at C0, sure. Yo, CLorinde, someone fucked your shit up. Yo, CLorinde, someone fucked. Just find an account with both. Eh. She's bald. Her hat's too big. If you think C0 Raiden is better, you hate CLorinde. You hate... You will bat Sethos until the end? You think Sethos is better than CLorinde? Also, can you see her lips now, chat? Can you see her nice lips? You're starting to believe C0 CLorinde is as good as C2 Raiden? Nice. Do yoink Othello's account to try both at C0. Can we compare them to less nice lips? Yeah, look at this frown. Yeah, look at this frowny face. Why is Shivers so unhappy? Because she's French. She's not C6. Yeah, if you don't know, a lot of the lips are a Fontaine exclusive thing. Lips are a Fontaine exclusive character feature. The Fontaine characters have higher resolution faceplates with more features on them. Only the French have lips. Yelan does, and Shenyan. Shenyan's a post 4.0 character. Yelan has lipstick. I don't think she has lip detail. No, she just has lipstick. They invented kissing in France. In France. Navia. Yeah, Navia has a lot of makeup. You can clearly see it. There you go. Ooh, when? We did it at the start of the last stream. You hate Shenyan's jiggles? I wasn't looking. I was actually trying to look at her lips. Navi has so much makeup, she looks weird when you look at her too long. Yeah, Navi has a lot of makeup. Navia always looks good. Okay. Navi is the prettiest character in Fontaine. Nah. Do I have C6 Chevres? I do not have C6 Chevres. My Chevres is C3. My Chevres is C3. My Nahida is C2. Top 3 prettiest Genshin characters in my opinion. How are we defining pretty? How is this being defined? Just look at their face. Top 3 waifus. Pretty is a good looking. Pretty is a social construct and subjective value with no meaning. True. Shanyan, Shanyan, Shanyan. Navia, 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 Navia. PvP. Ushi passive GMC. Nicolette is pretty. You think it's Navia Jean Eula? Okay. To be honest, I think the Raiden CLorinde comparison depends how patient you are. I think a fair bit of the Raiden CLorinde comparison is how patient are you as a person. The more patient you are, the more you might like Raiden. The more patient you are. I think it's a base take. It's a very... I don't know if it's wrong. I don't know if it's wrong. Play Raiden now? Yeah, okay, sure. Me, are you patient? Are you That's just intrinsic to how Raiden is as a character, though. When I say patient, I mean in terms of critting. In terms of critting. Now, CLorinde is a character who will almost always have 100% crit rate. Raiden is a character who will almost always have 60 to 70% crit rate. If you crit every hit on Raiden, she can probably outperform. Ain't nobody got time for that, in my opinion. Ain't nobody got... So I'm not gonna consider it. You have 8150. Good for you. My build is 7140. Shoot on sight. Why am I bursting on shivers? To apply pyro. You still have to be patient for CLorinde, by the way. You still have to be very patient for CLorinde, by the way. That's not the right button. Is CLorinde the most flashy character in Genshin? She definitely has the the flashiest burst, sure. How much damage increase would C6 shovers be? 20%? 20%? C0 Furina viable there? Just don't. Fontaine DPS ranking. Emilie's about to buff one of them. Hello. Silas, how do your friends like CLorinde? What does Emilie buff? Is it Lenny? No, it's recently. No, bother buffing Xinglings. No. You think all of them like her? Yes, I just missed the Sara buff. AMA. Holy spill issue. What? Like Elegy, I'm on harp. But yeah, the problem with Sara is that she collapses when no one has energy. That's like pretty well understood though. Like, she just absolutely collapses when no one has energy. Why is there no support polearm? Balance? Yeah, you can get the idea. We can play my Raiden. We're gonna play my Raiden with the catch because I have C3 Raiden. By using the catch, we can emulate C2. This is just to be a side-to-side comparison. This isn't like a direct thing. This doesn't fully inform my take, but the experience is part of it. The Raiden Shogun. Okay, do you see the build? Questions, comments, concerns. This is the build. We can go through the artifacts one by one. Kind of mid. I'll show you the artifacts. I have a lot of attack subs. I don't have a lot of crit. I have a lot of attack on my Raiden. And I have a lot of ER. I'm bad. He is having fun back there. Isn't Bennett better? Not really, no. He is if you literally one-shot, or if you are able to clear in 8 seconds. Yeah, if you're killing enemies in a very small window. Bennett is better, but technically no, and certainly not on my build. I have so much attack. My Raiden build is basically just attack subs. It's just a shame that Raiden doesn't get as much value from an attack sub, even compared to someone like Arlecchino. Because of Sara. If you run Sara and Bennett, you have very low value from attack subs. Yeah. Bennett was stonks? Yeah, Bennett was stonks. Oh, I can't shortcut this. Fuck. Okay, I'll have to reset and wait. Yeah, I'll have to reset and wait. She didn't crit anyway. Wrong card. Let me also try to get above 50 for the card. Thank you. Yeah, you can say my Raiden is specifically bad. That's not really my fault, though. Thanks, RNG. I have farmed as much emblem as everyone else. But yeah, I find CLorinde to kind of just do more damage. More average damage, at least. Which is why I say that I find CLorinde, like, debatably similar to C2 Raiden. You think for some people crit fish is considered an advantage? Good for them! That's why I said patience. Patience is a virtue, and it's something I don't have. Something I don't have enough of for Raiden. Yeah, I think if we crit literally everything, she might one rotate. She might one rotate if she literally crits everything. EL is my best in slot Raiden open. We're using the catch because I have C3 Raiden. We're using the catch because my Raiden is C3. Because the difference between the catch and EL is roughly 13% for me, which is about the increase from C3. So, yeah. This fight is also a little uniquely bad for Raiden because she gets cryoed. Raiden also gets cryoed here. Well, ideally, you don't. You know. It could just be that my Raiden is bad, right? My Raiden is bad. I unfortunately did not have good emblem luck for Raiden, as much as I had for Xiangling and Xingqiu. I have a lot of EM and attack percent subs on my gear. Which is unfortunate, but it's true. I really need to stop her from getting cryoed. Strongbox exists? I've been strongboxing. I've been strongboxing. You think here with Bennett we would have been done? Okay, we'll try Bennett. I think you were wrong. But we'll try. Bennett Chamber 1 and 2 you think is better? I think you are wrong. But I'm down to try. Raiden, turn around. Okay, reset. No crit? Yeah. This is 80 crit rate, by the way. No grouping. Okay. Okay. 80 with or without catch passive. 80 with the catch passive. This is 80 with the catch. Without the catch, it's 68. I cannot get this grouping. Holy spell issue. I cannot get this grouping. But yeah, the damage, it's barely more damage. Yeah, I know. Xiangling is much better for my Raiden build. I have too much attack. Let's just say it. My Raiden has too much attack. I don't even know what to say to that one. Skill issue? Yeah, we'll just say skill issue. We'll just say skill issue. Just say skill. It's fine. There we go. Oh, we didn't. Fuck overload. What are you watching? Skill issue. Wait, what? Holy stagger. Holy convenient stagger. Holy convenient stagger. Wow. Okay. Spell. A lot of spell. Oh, the Alchemist. Yeah, it is slightly better. Yeah, it is slightly. Yeah, it is slightly better. CLorinde has the right Arca. I mean, I was doing a bypass for her with CLorinde. Bennett cleanses the Cryora? Yes, that's correct. This frickin' guy, Silas, with the C6 Chevrolet's flex. Bruh. This guy. No, I don't have her at C6. Anyway, this was a very, very out of tangent way for me to say Yeah, I think CLorinde is about as good as Raiden in the best Raiden teams. More or less, depending on how patient you are. This was a very, very, very long-winded way to put it. But yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah, that's... depending how patient you are. You personally have more patience for critting than dying. Skill issue makes CLorinde worse. There's a lot of things that make CLorinde worse besides skill issue. Do you know CLorinde fundamentally does less damage on 30 FPS, and she also fundamentally does less damage on 150 ping? There are a lot of things that make CLorinde do less damage. There genuinely are a lot of things that make CLorinde do less damage than she should. Besides skill issue. How much worse is N4E? Worse enough for it to be a big deal. Why? If you look at the bar, it has to register that she did the hit, and that's server communication. So if you do the E with like exact timing, she just won't do the lunge. She won't do the level 3 E like lunge attack. So you won't be doing level 3 lunges, you'll be doing level 2s if your ping is high enough with perfect timing. Yeah. You think if you're doing 5, she's just bad? Yeah. So that's the 150 ping thing. You're playing on wildly fluctuating ping, then the combo you want to do... is N4E. N4E is the combo you'll want to do then? Oh. Yeah, there's inconsistency there. Is CLorinde big Keqing? No. She's second Raiden. I do think she's second Raiden. I know a lot of people have been playing Dungeon teams with her. They're very good. They're just as good as the Overload teams. But again, she's a very locked-in on-field character. So I don't know if the Keqing thing is super apt. Because if you're talking about Keqing, CLorinde does just do more damage. Like, it's not even questionable. CLorinde does just do more. She's also more locked in, and she has much more firm cooldowns. Even if you use 4TF, her cooldown is still pretty firm. But yeah, CLorinde does just do more damage. She's just better than Keqing in aggravate teams. In aggravate teams and Hyperbloom teams, just generally speaking, I think CLorinde is just better. She is built different. If you want to talk about CLorinde as a side grade, Keqing has constellations that you will accumulate with time and bad luck. You will accumulate Keqing's constellations with time and bad luck. You could still reasonably say C6 or C4 Keqing is comparable to C0 CLorinde. You can reasonably say that. You could say she's a side grade because you already have constellations on Keqing. It's a reasonable take. I think it's a reasonable take. Where is your Keqing? CLorinde is a more consistent Raiden to you. Is default glider a conscious choice? Yes, the default glider is a conscious choice. I think it looks good with her. It matches her. It almost matches her tights. It almost matches her tights. Can I play Keqing? Counterpoint, CLorinde cannot be used in Raiden National. Fair point, but I don't give a shit about that. While that is a fair point, I don't really give a shit. Really. Number one Keqing hater. Who? We can play. Yeah, we can play Keqing. We can quickly play Keqing. All right. Do you see the set? 185 EM, 2 PCM, 2 piece attack. These are the pieces. Cool. I don't really know what we're trying to prove here, but whatever. I'll just play Keqing for fun. Whatever. We'll just play Keqing for fun. For funsies. Because we were talking about Chevro's teams. Uh-oh. How many constellations are lucky now? This is C6R5. Break that. Thank you. Good enough. Need to reset. Oh, I need to reset. She's dying. Oh, God, healing this Keqing. It's fine. Do I want to scam that card? Nah. I got this. I really thought that would connect. I really thought that would connect and swap. Damn it. Why do I hate using Nihita Burst? It's not really a great time to use it. I guess this is the closest we get to an opportunity for it. Stay in the pocket. Stay on the pocket! Good enough. But yes, I do think CLorinde is just a genuinely better character than Keqing. Hot take? I hope not. I hope that's not a hot take right now. If it isn't one, or if it is considered a hot take right now, it will normalize. Because CLorinde just does more damage. She does just do more damage. My CLorinde is C2, even if she was C0. As people get more comfortable with CLorinde, you'll see her more often instead of Keqing. Keqing's biggest like perk is how she handles multi-wave. So you can get a quicker clear on Chamber 3 with Keqing. This is C6 Keqing. This is C6 with incomplete talents. This is C6 with incomplete talents. So this isn't full C6 Keqing, but yeah. You get the idea. That third chamber was quite fast. It was. It was a very good third chamber, actually. At least for me, it was a good third chamber. Third chamber is not something I've spent a lot of time optimizing. Because, well, it's very threshold dependent, and I play a lot of characters. I play a lot. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I do play like every character. So I haven't spent a lot of time optimizing third chamber for one specific character. Sorry. Sorry that my chamber 3 clears are slow. Apologies, but yeah. I don't think CLorinde is bad. I think CLorinde is... I don't think it's unreasonable to call CLorinde the overall best Electro DPS, right? I don't think it's an unreasonable claim. I can see someone arguing against it. I can even see someone saying Sethos is. But yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, an upgrade over Keqing and aggravate, yeah. In my opinion, yes. Best Electro DPS is not a super high bar. It's not a super high bar, but it's one that needed to be cleared. It's not a super high bar, but it is one that needed to be cleared. Right. Do I recommend pulling CLorinde? Unless you really like her, like you simp for her, she's fucking hot. If you think CLorinde is super hot, yeah, you should pull CLorinde. Why does she feel so shit if you get hit too much? You're correct, Silas. That is the big issue. If you get hit a lot, she gets staggered, and her damage goes down the frickin' toilet. That's why you do need to be very... CLorinde is a real learning curve. The tip I will give you, Silas, is CLorinde cannot be staggered in her E-dash, but she does take damage. If you can face tank, you can use her E to evade stagger. You can use her E to evade stagger. You can't use it to evade damage. Okay, but you don't want to play Toma? I didn't say play Toma. She can't be knocked back mid E skill. She can be knocked back mid normal attack. She cannot be knocked back mid E skill. And yeah, some people will say CLorinde's best team is Hyperbloom. A lot of people will say, how do you face tank it? You gotta figure that out, buddy. If your timing is correct, you can use positioning to avoid the hits on Chamber 2. But it's kind of temperamental. You did that? Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah. That's CLorinde. That's just how she works. Sounds like a lot of effort. Yeah. That is the amount of effort it takes. Whether you have patience for that, whether you want to deal with that, or if you want to deal with Raiden crit, I guess is kind of up to you. Because there's a ton of inconsistency with CLorinde. The inconsistency and, like, the difficulty is probably the learning curve, I guess you could say. It's definitely the reason people say CLorinde is bad. Holy shit, this is gonna nuke my resources. Whatever. You don't like Toma, you lose the shield and get staggered anyway. Is there a better character for that? You can play Dia. You can play Dia. Better? Not really, but you can play Dia. Dia aware, yeah. All right, it is now, Sethos is now fully built. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. It's Sethos time. Which of Sethos' playstyles is better? Charge attack is a lot cheaper resin-wise, so it's the only one I'm playing right now. You think 4TF with Furina, Nita, Beto fixes a lot of her issues is really good in your opinion? Yeah. It's Sething time. We're gonna Seth all over them. We're gonna Seth them up real good. Let's go. And then he's Seth all over the place. Yeah, let's set this Pog. Pog. Where are my Sethos at? My Sethos? My Seth! Oh my god. Where are the Sethos at? Bro got hit. Sethos. I know you can do 7, I think 8 on 120 FPS. I know you can do 8 on 240 FPS. I tried to E and he got staggered. What is that damage? The best Electro DPS. As long as I don't get hit. Alright, I guess we're bursting by accident. There we go. There we go. There we go. Imagine if Sethos didn't give his powers to Saito. You know what? It's fine. He can run away. Sethos arrives all the same. Sethos didn't have the power of friendship. But alright, I'm gonna skip the Nita burst. Alright, I'm gonna skip the Nita. I'm gonna skip the. We're actually talking about CLorinde. We are actively talking about CLorinde. Sethos is a part of that. Kind of. If you squint. Alright, if you lie. Alright. The real reason we're playing Sethos is, I finally had enough resin level 90 him. We need a break already. Wait, what? Arca mod check? It's the quick... Okay, something to note about Sethos is his charge decks are always Electro as soon as he has energy. So you don't have to do the full charge. You can just spam shots. It's weird, but that is how he works. It's really weird, but that is how he works. Yeah, bow tie. No. The full charge is mostly for AoE, yeah, basically. Because he can just do this. As long as he has energy. Which is weird. There's a lot of ways to play Sethos. He is a character who scales with how much you like and enjoy and know about bow jank. Because there's a lot of jank bow mechanics in this game that make Sethos stronger. Man, baseline is pretty good. Also, I don't like that Z skill needs to hit enemies to give him an energy refund. Why does Z skill need to hit enemies to give him an energy refund? Why? Why, Sethos? Why? Just hit the enemies? Oh, okay. He's actually really comfortable from a range, which is why I'm complaining about it. That was a Yao instead of Nahida. Very bad. You need Dendro app. Very bad. You just use Prototype Emperor on Nahida if you wanted to play Hyper Bloom with Sethos and Furina. Is Prototype Emperor and Nahida enough? This enough idea is... There's no such thing as enough. There is never going to be such a thing as enough. So just, like, be aware. Never enough? Yeah, never enough. Enough to 36 star, enough to kill one Hilly Churl? Yeah. Any is good. Literally, any amount of healing is good. It doesn't have to be enough. That's why Prototype Amber Nahida is good, because it is something. It's something instead of nothing. I guess I should try to do this with Ag. Yeah, I guess I should try to play Ag. The only Sethos set that is good on my account is Mare. It's Mare! Mare is the only good Sethos set on my account. Oh noes. Mare Shim is all he has. Bruh. Technically not true. Also technically true. You were about to ask if I could play with that C6 Furina. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Can I play Elisa team for her birthday? Can I play Risley? The artifacts don't line up. We can play Risley. You know what? I will find a way to play Risley second side. Yeah, I will find a way to play Risley second side. Stop me if you've seen this one before. Stop me. Or the streamer has no originality. That's fine though. It's the optimal way to play him. Can I please lag the game? There we go. Oh, he ran away. I forgot to resummon Oz. We ran out of energy. Oops. It's fine. Yeah, we can actually just let him run away. Sethos has good enough AoE. So yeah, let's save myself stay out there. Of course, he didn't run away that time. Look, Sethos doesn't play enough TCG. Canon. Canon fact. Is Sethos C0 fine or not worth building? Compared to what? If Sethos is C0, the question is compared to what? From scratch on a new account, I would absolutely build him. I would absolutely build him. If you have a bunch of like already built 5-star characters, probably not. Skill issue, we get to do 3. Maybe 4. There's a little bit of skill issue here, but you get the idea. Building just for fun at C0 is okay. Yeah. His C6 gives him an energy refund for charge shots. So every couple charge shots, he gets the energy back, which you won't get with C0 here. So I'm doing more Sethos charge shots than you might be able to. Bruh. I'm a little off with this timing. I'm a little off with this timing. Is this showing that Sethos C6 is better? No. We're just playing Sethos for fun. I built him. I just finished building him. We're playing him for fun. That 126 or 7 isn't really possible, but it's at least super consistent in actual combat. Okay. Good to know. Bruh. He's dead. Whew, he's okay. Bruh. That's some spill issue. It's not tail time. Ah, it's not tail time. Hairless aggravate teams are fine. Hey, fuck you. Hey, fuck you. Ah, damn it. It's fine, I got this. Bro, get off of me. Wow. They rush you down. Bruh. That's my final opinion on CLorinde. She's pretty good. There we go. Okay, now please don't get rushed down by the robot. We got rushed down by the robot. Yep. Okay. Bruh. Yeah, we're running out of steam at the end. But yeah, you get the idea. Sethos. Bruh. Easy skill nest. Just use slingshot. Yeah, you just use slingshot. So this is a very simple town priority. Imagine how easy Abyss torrents would be if they gave Tall to constant fines. Yeah. I play Lisa, it's her birthday. I'm not gonna play Lisa. I'm not. Please play Lisa. Can I show my official build? I am always playing LG official. But here's the build. I am always playing LG official, but here's the build. C6 700, yeah. Best free-to-play sword. It is Finale of the Deep. The Fontaine Craftable is the best free-to-play sword. I don't have one. It's an alternative to R5 Alliance Work, essentially. R5 Alliance or an R5 Finale of the Deep are about as good as each other. What even were we talking about with CLorinde? Yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about with CLorinde. Where were we before I got sidetracked by seeing the I had resin? Where was I? It wasn't Sethos versus CLorinde. Person to Raiden, we already covered that. IR. I think I was talking about recommending CLorinde is what I was talking about. I don't I mean, you're talking about how she has nice lips. She does have nice lips. That's a fact. I probably don't recommend pulling for CLorinde. Yeah, I probably don't recommend pulling for her unless you simp. But that doesn't mean she's bad, exactly. Okay, you're gonna pull C6R5? Good luck. I'd rather not invest in your DPS. You pulled the simp. She's pretty good. Yeah. If you play Genshin on mobile, don't pull her if you feel like it. I don't know about that. She is kind of easy on mobile because you just hold the button. You do just kind of hold the button. And yeah, she's very pretty. Look at her quantum eyes. Oh, yeah, we were talking about damage variability and why it's... Or hit variability and why it's a problem. And it dramatically can reduce her performance. I feel like CLorinde might have had a better reception if she released super early. If she released where instead of Wristly, I could see it. I could see some bat. Yeah, I could see some bat happening if she released instead of Wristly. Next to Magic Theater, we have CLorinde. We don't get any resistance to interruption. They give you Toma. We'll see what happens with Emilie tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow with Emilie buffs. But yeah, CLorinde's like, she's pretty good. She's a very... Her damage is very modern. I think that's fair to say. Her damage is very modern DPS. She does like baseline modern DPS damage. Or modern good DPS damage, I guess I should say. She definitely clears that bar. Modern? I do mean modern when I say modern. A very modern DPS is the new pretty good or A- tier. Look, I'll stand by what I said when Neuvillette released. I'll try to quote myself. When Neuvillette released, the first impression I gave was after Neuvillette and Linny, the standard for what a good DPS looks like has significantly increased, is what I said when Neuvillette released. And I think CLorinde kind of hits that part. I think CLorinde definitely hits that part. Because you can go back, you can compare CLorinde to Ayaka, Ganyu, Xiao, Eula, Talia, and she'll have pretty favorable matchups, right? Like, I skipped all of Inazuma, Aido, Yoimiya, Ito, Tainari, Wanderer. Like, she looks good next to a lot of the older characters. She does. It's true. She just does. She feels so bad to use against aggressive enemies. Yeah, I agree. You don't struggle as much with Arlecchino without a shield. Yeah, I agree too. I think Arlecchino feels a lot safer to play than CLorinde, which is frustrating. It's very frustrating, actually. Where do I think Xiao stands right now? He's actually pretty good still. I still think Xiao is in that uppercut. Kind of. Somewhat. It's hard to be an animo DPS. It's hard to be an animo DPS. Abyss layouts screw them over so often. It's really hard to be an animo DPS. Like cryo? Yeah, it's really hard to be a cryo DPS too. Your Wanderer is 200 CV with attack percent substats. Do I want to try? No, I want you to try. No, I want you to try. If you can do it, I think that's a mark of a good character. If you can do it on your own account, that's good enough. That's what we're looking for, right? You want to be able to clear on your own account by yourself? That's the end game. That is the end game goal, not for me to play. If a character is difficult for you to play, then they're just probably not that good for you. Or you're just not quite used to them yet, or like they just might not be good for you. That's how it is. You're not good enough for them. Viewer Abyss, people arrive. Bruh. Your water shall clear sub-minute Cobelius. Is that bad? Whether or not that's bad depends on whatever your standard is, right? Subjective. It's really subjective stuff. Yeah, it's just really subjective stuff. Didn't leakers say they were going to show an island? They're holding it. They're holding it captive. How can you improve your build? Ow, my ears. Yeah, look good. You jump sooner. Please jump sooner. Please jump sooner. Please jump like so much sooner. That's how you improve? Jump so much sooner, please. You gotta jump here. You want it to look like this. You don't actually want to see any of the CA. Yes, jumping sooner can let you do 6 punches. If you need to know the timing, there's actually a really easy way to practice it without using reskill. I want you to look very carefully at Hu Tao. Do you see this yellow ring flash? Flash in what sense? Let me go inside so it'll be easier to see. That's the indicator for when the charge attack starts. When you're infused. That is the indicator for when her charge attack is good. Or is ready to go. Or is firing when she's infused. There's also a sound effect. Yes, this is N1C. When she's infused, it'll look like a hop. This is N1C. That's what N1C looks like. The sound is the charge attack. So if you do it too early, you won't hear the sound. And yeah. Infused, it'll look like a hop. If we want to do it in front of an enemy, let's find an enemy real quick. What do I enjoy the most? I think Furina, Yelan, Bennett is probably the easiest one to play. It's just the most damage. You can talk about speedrun times, but if you aren't hitting thresholds to speedrun, just doing more damage will always be preferable. So yeah, you can see that on an enemy. Petra, Jean-Lee, what? I said Bennett. Don't have C1, Shindian is better. Kind of depends. It kind of depends. There's not like a solid answer for that. Shindian is certainly easier. Shogun also puts more damage into Yelan and Furina, which is awesome. And less on Hu Tao. So it's also just easier to play from that perspective. It's also a lot easier to be sub 50 with Shenyan, which is bonus damage. There are perks to Shenyan. That's the first time you've ever heard that you don't want to see the charge attack from Hu Tao. Really? People are dumb. People are dumb and bad at giving advice for this. There's literally an indicator. The timing is available. They made a mistake in 1.0 or in 4.0 where they removed Hu Tao's ring. And I was like, wait, someone asked for how to do counts. I was like, wait, where is it? Where is it? We didn't notice until 4.3, and it got immediately fixed in the next update. Sauce. 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 Same thing, I was complaining about how the older domains were a lot harder than the newer ones. What's in the leak for version 4.8? Oh, they're redoing all of the old domains to make them easier. What a coincidence! What a sauce. Sauce. Very sauce. Very sauce. I also got Kazuha C4 cheat removed from Abyss. I got the ramp removed from Abyss too. Bruh. You can't convince me that I'm not the reason the ramp got removed from the side of Abyss Flare 12. You can't convince me that one's not my fault. Bruh. Because they removed it last update? Yeah, they removed it last update. If you don't know, this pillar used to be inside the arena and you could hop up on it and start gliding to generate energy from Kazuha's C4. Yeah, they removed it. They didn't fix the stairs, though. They didn't fix the stairs. They did not fix the stairs in the back, though. So if you have Kazuha C4, you can still do it. They did not fix the stairs. The stairs will be fixed next update. The stairs will be fixed. They're definitely going to remove the stairs next update. They're definitely gonna... Start talking about adding loadouts. I would really like a favorite artifacts for each character. If you could put that as a tag. If each character could, instead of a loadout, I'd rather just have artifacts be favorited. So you could be like, oh yeah, these are my on-set Electro goblets for CLorinde. Easily accessible. Whatever. Ever show your artifact loadout concept? No? But yeah. If you want to farm Wanderer's set, it will be entering the Strongbox in version 5.0. You want Constellation toggle? What's better, Bennett or something? I think it's technically Bennett. What is this? Oh, did you edit something together? Oh, you did. Oh. Okay. Nice. Wait, you made a whole UI layout? You made a whole Nice. Giga-based fake leaks. Hoyo, hire, please. Hoyo, hire me. For a second, you thought that was a new feature. Posted all the leaks Reddit. Drop it as a leak, be crowned. Bruh. But yeah, regarding CLorinde, she's pretty okay. What else is there for me to say about what else is there for me to say about CLorinde? There's not ultimately that much to say. I feel like everything I've possibly said, everything I could have possibly said has been said, right? Is it a scarf or a cape? How would this be a scarf? How could you even consider this to be a scarf? What? What? How could you even consider that to be a scarf? It's 100% a cape. It's not around her neck. What? She has a neckerchief. This is 100% a cape. This is not a scarf. This is a cape. Honestly, it's probably a banner. You could probably consider this thing on her back a banner. Is that an ascot? It is an ascot. It's a cape, an ugly ass cape. Is there a texture on her shirt? What is this embroidery on her shirt? That is such an unnecessary detail. Good on them for texturing that. What is it supposed to be, though? You can't really see. You can't really see what it is. Huh. Shadow? It's definitely not a shadow. So hard to see. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. There's something under there. There's something under there. Also, her back isn't open. That's a weird touch. That's a surprising touch. Usually, all these characters have open backs. Yeah, usually all these characters have open backs. But I think the open back is normal. Because it's every character in the game. Because it's everyone. Everyone has an open back. Yeah. It's normal in this game. Bruh. If a character has long hair, they are usually obscuring an open back. Usually they are obscuring an open back. Even Eula's back is open. And she has a cape. Raiden has an open back. Keqing doesn't, but she doesn't have long hair. Yelan's back's completely open. You get the idea. Kivara's back is open. She literally flashes you. Yeah, most characters in this game have open back clothing. Easy access, I guess. Easy access. That's why it's surprising. Is Emilie Pog or dog? You must know. Somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. You blinked, now you're watching Honkai Star Rail. Wait, how much gearing we have to do? Gearing. Gearing. You have Emilie. Emilie is our maid. What is this a receipt for? What am I tearing? Oh, we can ignore that. I need to play less of these games. I play too many of these things. Do what instead? I play 2? We're playing 3 right now. I don't know what you mean by 2. We are actively playing 3. Ugh. Ain't no way he's gonna play Z's. Bruh. Maximum brain rot? Oh, okay. Can Honkai Star Rail be considered actively played, though? You can consider it. Yeah, you can absolutely consider it actively played. Bruh. Costs just as much. Yeah, it's just as expensive. It's actually more expensive. There are more characters. If I pulled every character in Honkai Star Rail, we would be in a kind of worse place. Ed, you play 4? Bruh. Chat gaslight me into playing them while they quit. Play the same character 7. If I didn't pull the same character 7 times, I'd have an easier time. Bruh. We need to just do C0 again. We need to just go back to doing C0. I gotta stop pulling C2. C3. Yeah, I gotta stop. We might pull cons for Murata, but that's gonna be it. We're not gonna pull DPS constellations anymore. It's time to cancel DPS constellations. I don't care how good Arlecchino's C1 is. We're not pulling it. It's time to stop. C0 Emilie? Yeah, we're gonna pull C0 Emilie. Oh, my main account? Yeah. Pull C1 Risley next update? Bruh. Do I use Shunyun at all? We use her when we play plunge teams. We used her earlier today, actually. Yeah, we did play her earlier today. Well, I see 6 the DPS who will be on the Shivers rerun. I only need 3. I only need 3. Any advice for rolling artifacts? Yeah, roll everything. Yeah, roll everything that could possibly be good. If you need help identifying what could possibly be good, Optimizer did add a feature for you that helps you decide what artifacts are worth rolling. Welcome to my world. We need Tula PvP. Bruh. If we do an Abyss PvP, like, match tournament, is EM good on Wanderer? No. What should the rule set be? Yeah, what do we do for the rule set? You have a suggestion? Okay, I'm waiting. What, I think they don't make constellations toggleable because it sells constellations. If someone has a C2 Raiden, and if they were to toggle it, the nuance of the toggle being off isn't exactly understood. So if someone were to watch their gameplay, they'd be like, wow, you have C2? Why is she doing so little damage? She's so bad. People are catty like that. I think it sells cons. Only streamers and content creators would use it anyway. I guess. Give 5-star cost with the cost increasing with constellations based on how strong they are. Based on the cost difference between two accounts, less points get more bans. Based on how strong they are might be a little too subjective. It's an idea, though. It is an idea. You can remove a character from your account if you feel like it's too expensive to help with cost. If you have them. That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. People with C6 Bennett should pull Eula and C6 Ayaka. What? You can't share this in Twitch chat. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my. You saw that in Fob's chat? Do not show that on stream. Must open that in front of your mom. Oh my god. It's very Twitch meta. It's very It's very Twitch meta. Oh my god. Oonga boonga. Bruh. Isn't this an 18+ channel? You actually can't have 18+ content on Twitch. That's against Twitch's terms of service. You cannot live stream TNA. It can be softcore porn, though. Softcore porn is perfectly okay in Twitch terms of service. Rules are meant to be broken. Rules are meant. Bruh. Call of Duty is 18+? No, it's not. It's 17+. Or rated M for mature. Rated M is not the same as rated A. Rated A is adults only, which is not Twitch viable. In your country, it's 18. Well, in the country that Twitch is from, those are the terms of service. You can't play a game that is rated A. You can play a game that's rated M. I mean, you can't have sex on stream in Twitch. Did you guys hear about the streamer that got banned for having sex on stream? Do you guys remember this story from a year ago? Which one? There was the girl streaming. She was standing. She had her ass out the entire... She was doing like this the entire stream. And if you looked at the reflection in the window, she was getting rammed from behind the entire stream. It was off camera. It was off camera. You remember me, Twitch plunge. Oh my god, you wanna see that? The last thing that got big was people doing body green screen. They would have the stream be a camera of them wearing a green screen, and they would key out the gameplay on parts of their body. So stream on their ass or their chest. I think one guy did a cock stream. Green screen cock stream. You have to keep up with them meta. Black bar meta. I think that one's also banned. You remember this one? Women are out of control. Women are out of control. Nah, let them cook. People really want to stream softcore porn so bad. Yes. Makes the most money. Debasing yourself and like be overtly sexual, it makes money. Makes a lot of money. It genuinely makes a lot of money for a streamer. There's a reason they all do it. Sex sells. Sex sells. OnlyFans ads, yeah. Shirtless receivables. Bruh. Bathtub TC1. TC from the tub. Tub C. If sex sells, why don't they make yell and be past naked? Bruh. Open the just chatting category on stream. It's a good idea. Okay, just chatting. Let's see how far we need to scroll to see some titties. Do VTubers count? Bruh. 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 Their filter isn't working. May contain sex.
Wait.
Oh, it's just a VTuber.
Did it end? Wait, where is it?
Lame. Looks like it's working to you. Chat, behave yourselves. It's a lot of VTubers. VTubers are very popular. But yeah, the full body cam. Chat, what if I did a full body cam? Just have the camera show your whole body. This girl is flexing her new house. What a flex. What a flex. Would you prefer a dog cam? Crop your cam to a vertical rectangle. Avoid blocking Genshin. VTuber when? Just need a small loan of like $1,000. With a small loan of $1,000, I would get a VTuber. 1,000 isn't enough anymore. Bruh. Instead of a C6, you can get a VTuber. Bruh. Just use my Chiori drawings. Bruh. Isn't it 10K for a model? Huh. I think Tula's is cheap. I'd probably, if I was gonna get a VTuber, I'd get a better one than Tula, though. Borrow Tula's. Steal it. Bruh. Tula catching strays. Donate to a model fund. Bruh. Has Bondo her waifu model? Nice Nightbot skill issuing. Bruh. How long have I been streaming? I actually don't know. 3 hours? I think 3 hours plus 3 hours. 5 hours total. And get a VTuber model. Yeah, 5 roughly, yeah. But yeah, we can talk about Emilie again. I feel like it's a mistake for Emilie to not buff your own fielders. I feel like it's a mistake. I wish Emilie had her passive changed to from 36% 36 damage percent for Emilie to 15% universal shred. Yeah, I wish she had that changed to 15% universal shred. Maybe 20%. I think that would go a long way for Emilie. And I kind of wish that was implemented. You think buffing an on-fielder is a problem? No, I don't think it's a problem. Teams are hard to fit a slot for Shred. They're very easy to fit a slot for Shred if you're a Pyro character. If you are Linny or Arlecchino, it's very easy too. Because you can just use an Animo character. If you're a Cryo or Hydro character, it becomes very difficult. That's the problem. Those are the boring ones. They're also arguably the best ones, which is somewhat of a problem. Which is somewhat of a problem. But they're also arguably the best ones. But you like playing Risley? Yeah. It's a little frustrating. Bet Emilie got you for perfect circle. Is Emilie's exploration passive unknown? Her exploration passive is her 36 damage % passive. Since Arlecchino, exploration passives haven't been exploration passives. They've just been bonus damage. They've just been bonus. Ugh. Exploration passive. Yeah. You're waiting for Shangli. Who? Yeah, that's her exploration talent. Shangli is Zhongli's cousin. Believable. Did he really just get staggered? He got staggered. It wasn't supposed to die there. I can't believe he got staggered. Bruh. Risley, why? Why did you get staggered, my man? When will I water plants today? I already watered plants today. We watered plants at the start of the stream. Okay, the start of the last stream, because the stream reset. You didn't have a zest? Feeling zesty? You've heard a lot of players saying Yinlin is really bad. I mean, she's an Electro off-field DPS. It's really hard to beat with Fischl. Honestly, it's understandable why players would feel like Yinlin is pretty bad. You're gonna go to bed? Take care. Yinlin is another I can't beat Fischl. I mean, she technically is. She kind of is, isn't she? That is her problem, right? That is her problem. That she is Yai. She takes too much field time. And there's also no Electro DPS to pair with her. Bruh. He's dead. He's not dead. Tauki just got nerfed. Unless that's the joke. That's the joke? Oh, okay. I understood that reference. You thought it was the Rosaria nerf? No. She got a support nerf or a damage nerf, basically. Tauki's 6th Constellation would incorrectly apply to the entire team. So she ended up being just a really good support. And they nerfed her. $30 accounts? Oh. It's a lot of accounts. Or. If you guys want a Yinlin review, she's very hot. I have no complaints about pulling Yinlin because she's so attractive. Yeah, that's my opinion. Happy to pull her. I'm attractive? Aw, thank you. You too. Just like you. Yeah, I'm playing Shenhe Uthriously because it's not Furina. And it's not something where you put a lot of damage into something. So this can give you an idea if someone is like talking about Risley or like wants to pull Risley. This is a somewhat My artifacts aren't exactly relatable for Risley, but this can somewhat give you an idea of what his damage could look like. This dude, I'm being honest. What's the problem? Being honest about it. Jen, please, please. Thank you. Here we go. Bree. Cryo-resistant enemies, everyone. Yeah, cryo-resistant enemies, everyone. Bruh. It's fine. Yeah, the cryo-resistant enemies, they're so great. Wait, what? Alright, fair enough. Is there a way for Genshin to pull off tight match without it feeling like ass? They've kind of done it. They've introduced it. And I'm not happy about it. It feels really bad being a cryo or an anemo DPS right now. But they effectively have found a way to implement it. I still think it feels bad, but they did find a way to implement it. Think of an RTS Lite. Like the announcement from Summer Games Fest. Sounded interesting. The Genshin event? Oh, I haven't done it yet. I didn't even know the Genshin event was an RTS. Perfect. He's dead. It's an RTS without the S part. Oh, it's just a button masher. It's Clash Royale. Okay. Yeah, this team, it's easy to play. So Yunlin Calc, 6% increase over Sanhua for Encore. Isn't that too low, and how true is it in my opinion? I haven't looked. Maybe don't ask my opinion about that. Because I don't know. It doesn't sound wrong. Turns out Sanhua having like, such a good deepen buff just matters a lot. -1 Shen. Why call it deepen? Why don't you call it bonus? Because deepen is the correct term. Outro. Deepen these nuts with your face. Okay. Bruh. You know what? I want to try to optimize this chamber. I think there's a way I can pull this off. Hold up. Good enough. Not any better. Close enough. The Gunny credit card is really funny. That's just it for 11k. Bruh. Okay, we're not gonna able it in 25 seconds. Bruh. Kage no Bushi? We Naruto now? We Naruto. Alright, cool, ready, and go. Close enough. Dunya's horns, they're called handles. Bruh. No. Emilie is supposed to be really good for melt. Emilie is supposed to be a significant upgrade over Shenhe for that Riesler team. If anyone's curious, this is my Shenhe build. I should really do a crown for this. I can afford it. I have the mats. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't think it matters. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Nah. Even over C6 Shenhe? I have no idea about C6 Shenhe. Yeah, I have no idea about C6 Shenhe. It's conceivable. At least on paper, though. Yep, I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna go get food. How much better? Not that much. I'm gonna go get food. Let's pick some. Let's see. Twitch recently upgraded their raid feature. Let's see who comes up. Oh, Abyss Hope Day. Who stands out to you, chat? New mock on alt from Kanta. I don't want to raid someone small. Community giveaway. Chat, you guys want to raid a big booby, streamer? Big booby VTuber? Here you go, chat.